you show up and you work hard, you're gonna succeed.
Get in the door, get the experience, get it on your resume, then go be picky.
They pay the people who work hard way more than they pay the people who are just doing the bare minimum.
What do you think is a mistake that people make when they're trying to get into tech sales, like with their job search? Do you think they focus on the wrong stuff? They don't do enough of the right stuff? What is it?
Yeah, so
Getting into tech sales really isn't that hard. It just requires you getting some outside help. Samuel Pertowitz came to us because he was an expecting father and he was making around 30K a year in car wash sales. But as he was preparing for baby to come, he started to think a little bit more about his future and what he's bringing to the table for him and his wife and eventually baby. So he decided to actually try to get into tech sales on his own. And as he was trying to do that, the deadline of the baby was closing in, and eventually he said, you know what, I need help. And in just 48 days, we were able to help him land a 100K role with only a little bit of sales experience in his background. So enjoy the video, but pay attention to what he says about trying to figure this stuff out on your own. What was your career and life situation like before you decided to pursue tech, and why did you want to pivot?
yeah, so previously, well, I had done sales-ish roles a little bit. You know, I started my first tax job was as a shoe salesman, which was, it was good. I liked doing it. I liked talking to people, so it fit pretty well. Did a couple odd jobs here and there, did some Starbucks, worked construction for a little bit, and then I went into US Cellular. Then I was a phone salesman for 2 years, and that has its ups and downs. And it was retail too, so it's you know very volatile. That's how I'll describe it. But yeah, and then after US Cellular, I actually sold car wash subscriptions
Mm.
for Club Car Wash for a few months, and I was kind of like, I obviously at that point my wife was pregnant, and I was already thinking. I talked to you a little bit back in like the December time ish. It was around there. It was maybe a little bit early, but it was winter for sure. And I had decided to just to wait. I was like, I got this game plan in my head that's gonna work super well for me and my wife. I'm gonna wait until we have the baby, go through your program, and then while I'm through your program, I'm gonna land a job right after we have the baby because I'll have that time off from paternal leave, things like that.
Mhm.
And then I got in touch with or Joel, and I don't even know what like made me think, I need to get in touch with Joel again, just to talk about like what my timeline is. But I got in touch with Joel. He was like, "Yeah, let's have a conversation." On that conversation, he definitely showed me where, like, what's the point in waiting? There was, if the only thing that waiting was going to do for me at that point is push myself 5 months back or four
Mm.
months back. That was it. There
Mm.
was no benefit to me waiting. It was just me being stubborn and like wanting to like, stick in what I know and not actually move forward.
Mm.
Because I don't even know what would have happened if I wouldn't have jumped on it then. Probably would have been something along the lines of, like um I got to that point and then it was just so easy to stay there. I probably would have just done that
Yeah.
instead of joining up with you guys, and really happy that, Joel is very good at pointing out some what should be obvious things, but he has some great insights.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I did the math on kind of your first application you sent to getting the offer you have. And I think it was around like 48 days.
Yeah.
And so it's just crazy how quickly things can change when we decide we're ready.
Yep.
But I kind of want to pause there in that psychology of, hey, I'm just going to do it the way I know how to do it. What, like, I guess, is it for me, it's always been scarcity that I call being resourceful. It's like, hey, I'm actually I don't really like trust other people. I don't want other people to kind of tell me what to do. I'm a resourceful guy. I'll figure it out on my own. And every time I've stepped away from that mindset and I've actually like gotten a mentor, whether it's business or in my marriage or in the faith, like I've grown exponentially, but I still have that bend towards I don't
Yep.
think about So kind of like break down the psychology of Samuel from a few months ago, before Sword. Where were
Yeah,
you at?
that
Was it hard?
yeah, that's exactly what it was like I can do everything by myself. I don't need anybody else to show me what to do or show me how to do it. I just need, the resources to be able to get there, but I can do it by myself. And like you said, there's still always that, like there's that leaning towards that side. Um, but yeah, then when it started getting closer and closer to due date for the baby, it was literally just it was okay, but nothing's changing right now, and I desperately need something to change because where I'm at right now, I will not be able to provide for them in the way that I want to. I probably could
Mm.
have scraped by, but no, it was a combination of the Lord making me realize um, that something's got to change, and my wife being pregnant and about to pop. That's like something's got to change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, when we look at what you were averaging with car subscriptions, I mean, your income like 3x'd through this,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah,
It's insane,
yeah.
man. And I mean, that's like a combo of God is really good and you worked really hard. Um, so what was it like before you actually came into Sword? You were trying to figure it out on your own. Were you just applying like mass applying places, or were you actually not really applying at all and you just kept telling yourself you were going to figure it out?
Yeah, so I mean, I was doing a little bit of applying here and there. I had watched a couple of your videos and I was like, I got it, like it's that's not that hard. But yeah, then I continued doing it probably, I don't know, maybe 3 applications a week on LinkedIn, 2 on Indeed, something like that. Um, yeah, yeah, and it was hard. And then I was actually reading at the club car wash. We had some slow times, and I would put on Audible books. So I listened to Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis and On Guard by he's actually my favorite writer. I have his name right here, William Lane Craig.
Mm. Oh
And
yeah, he's good. He's
yeah,
really good.
yeah, they're phenomenal books, and those kind of also helped me realize like, yeah, doing it by yourself is not really biblical. You
Mm.
should maybe change your mindset a little bit about that. Jesus planned a church. He planned for people to help you. You aren't supposed to go through it alone. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's true. So that's kind of when I reached out to Joel.
I gotcha. Okay. And what was it about Sword specifically that gave you the confidence that you needed to know that we were going to be able to help you do this?
So your videos on Instagram is what
Mm.
originally caught my attention. That was like the like are you? It was something along the lines of like, are you a young Christian man or a young Christian who's kind of looking to provide for it was literally like that. And then your story from going from where you were, what was it, like 5 years ago, it was
Hmm.
more than that, wasn't it? But and
Yeah.
your story from where you were to where you are now and how the Lord helped you do that, that's what caught my attention. It was and then when I had that call with Joel as well, it was things that the Holy Spirit had been telling me that he was saying that I had been ignoring. So
Mm.
it was on that call where I was really like, yep, this is supposed to happen.
That confirmation that can
Yeah.
only come from Holy Spirit, right?
Yeah.
He's our counselor.
Yep.
That's good. Sometimes he counsels gently, and sometimes it's like a loving slap in the face, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Crap, you're so right."
Yep.
Okay, so you join Sword, and we get you ramped up, and you're starting to apply to jobs and stuff. What was like a strategy shift or a mindset shift from Sword that completely changed your approach to landing a job?
It was honestly the whole aspect of doing the job to get the job. Everything that I did, it was this is what I'm going to be doing afterwards. So it just makes it so much easier to put that much more work into it because if you can enjoy applying to jobs and calling people, which doesn't even make sense because nobody enjoys cold calling, but like if you can actually like just teach yourself to change it because that's what you're going to be doing. This is how I'm going to provide best for my family. So I'm going to enjoy the job prospecting, the job search while I can, and
Mhm.
I did. And this one, Haibu, was actually a pretty. it kind of popped out unexpectedly a little bit. Because I was looking for fully remote jobs, and I had some advice from somebody who was pretty big in a tech company. Um, he said something along the lines of like, if you could do hybrid, that would be great. That way you can have in-person coaching. And I said, you know what? I might apply to a few. And I applied to a few, and they reached out to me and ended up offering me that position. So I was really thankful for that.
That's massive. What has it been like being hybrid for a month?
Hybrid's odd. It's odd. I'm not gonna lie. So,
Yeah.
it's I do a combination of, and I'm not hybrid here, hybrid, like at the location at an office. I'm hybrid at my house, hybrid out in the field.
Mm.
So, but I'm entirely B2B now. That is
Mm.
all I do is business. So, um, yeah, I'm making cold calls, a couple days of the week, or maybe sometimes I'm doing cold calls in the morning, and then adjusting my day and going out and actually talking to the business owners in person, which, yeah, like I said, it's a bit odd.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've had the thought, maybe I would prefer doing wholly cold calling and wholly, like just entirely like maybe Zoom videos and things like that. But
Yeah.
there is an aspect of you know, that in-person communication that is, it does make a difference.
Yeah. 100%. And I think when we're coming into these careers, it's easy to get into such a fixed mindset of, oh no, this is my situation for the next 10 years. It's like, no, 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 no. All of
Yeah.
this is a stepping stone. Your career is literally a path of stepping stones. That's
Yep.
it. And so, advice I give to entry level BDR SDRs, especially that don't have experience, is if the company you're going to is good enough, you should probably take it for a
Yeah.
season. Just get in the door, get the experience, get it on your resume, then go be picky once you have it on your resume. Because in a year, Samuel, you're going to be able to go wherever you want as an
Yeah.
AE once this experience develops, or you're going to stay here and be like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Haibu happens to be ranked top 60 companies in the US to sell for. So
There
I
you go.
was when I didn't know that when I applied, but they told me that after. I was like, oh, nice.
I'll
It
take that. Yeah.
yeah, definitely could
Um,
be a career path for me.
100%, man. That's awesome. And not a lot of people get to start as an AE either, which is cool. So
Right. Yeah.
it's a
Yeah, that
blessing.
was huge.
By the way, you can click the link below if you want access to all of this free stuff that we're talking about. In this invite is going to be a community full of almost 3,000 people trying to break into tech sales with a bunch of resources there. But there's also a step by step guide I created showing you how to do the job to get the job, showing you how to make these calls, how to run these sequences and do follow up. So, wherever you are in your tech sales journey, if you're trying to break in, you need to be in the community below. Just click the link, get signed up, and we'll see you in there. What do you think is a mistake that people make when they're trying to get into tech sales, like with their job search? Do you think they focus on the wrong stuff? They don't do enough of the right stuff? What is it?
Yeah. So it was crazy how much cold calling for these jobs actually helped. Before when but like I had said, when I was doing like those Indeed and LinkedIn things, even if I had applied the same amount while I was with your program, the process of prospecting the person that you're supposed to be applying to and following up with them is insane how much it result. I mean, so after I had officially accepted the offer here, I got calls and LinkedIn messages back from three or four different companies within a week, um, that were basically saying that they would love to, talk to me more about their positions, and like what it would look like to be working for them instead, because and what they had said to me was because they were impressed with my outreach. They were impressed with my LinkedIn videos that I had left for them in LinkedIn. um, and they were impressed with my hard work.
Yeah.
So those are three things that will absolutely kill it for anybody trying to do this, is literally call everybody that you can often.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's even like if you get a voicemail every time, call.
Yeah. Full agree. I'm actually going to share my screen briefly
Yeah.
because this is an example from maybe an hour ago, 27 minutes ago. Dan Solomon, he's a manager, a hiring manager in tech sales. He just posted, he said 80% of his applicants have not sent him an email
Wow.
or any form of LinkedIn outreach. Zero have cold called him. Zero people have
Wow.
cold called him for a role he's hiring for. So, how do you stand out and impress these managers? Pick up the phone. It's the
Yep.
fastest and easiest way to land interviews.
Yeah. And then multiple touch points too. I mean, if you can be in their LinkedIn inbox, in their email, and their voicemail, and then talk to them on a phone, have one of their current SDRs reach up to them and be like, "Hey, this guy contacted me, asking the best time to talk to you." I mean, that's so impressive.
Yeah, because what are you going to be doing as an SDR or an AE? You're going to be multi-channeling, multi-threading into an organization. So you're doing
Yep.
the job to get the job through and through.
Yep. Hmm.
That's good. Really good advice for the listeners out there. And by the way, y'all, if you don't even know what that means, do the job to get the job. There's a free guide, and that's probably what you were referencing early on, Samuel, as a
Yeah.
resource. I've got a free guide that shows you step by step how to do this stuff. I'll make sure I throw it in the video here. Um, tell us about the moment you got the offer. Like, what was it like? Did they call you? How did it feel? Like, what was that like?
Yeah, so it was a longer interview process. Well, actually, it was for tech sales. It was a pretty average interview process. I had my initial interview with a talent acquisition person. After that, I had a interview with who is now my manager. After that, I had what was a ride day. So I actually rode along with one of my manager's associates and talked to him a little bit, got actual like examples of the job. And then after that ride day, I had a conversation with my manager in person. That's not, common in this industry, but um, if you can like do a Zoom call after that too, that would have been equivalent. But had a conversation with my manager afterwards, and he told me, "You've got one more interview. It is with my boss, so the VP of sales in of the Great Plains, and that one is just going to be so that she can meet you. We're not gonna give you an offer until after that one, but the final decision does come down to me. And if she is okay with it, which she will be, I'll be offering you the job." And that felt sick. That actually happened in a Panera in Cedar Rapids in Iowa here, but it was, I mean, just knowing that like you like you have a line to go, like there's a path that you're about to start walking is really comforting in a way.
Mm. I
And
was
it
gonna
was,
say, especially as an upcoming expecting father, bro, you're probably like,
yeah,
thank you, Jesus.
yep, yep, comforting and exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that
Yeah.
felt.
That takes me to the next question, which is, as a husband and as a father, especially, how do you expect this role and this career path to actually impact your life?
Oh yeah, I mean, in so many ways. I mean, so this number one, I'm home when I need to be home. So I get to get up and talk to my baby and my wife, who's currently sitting about, 15 feet away from me, swinging in the living room. I get to think about, my financial future and freedom as well. This house is going to be outgrown in the next few years, so I just know that that's going to be I'll be able to stably provide a new place for me and my wife to live after we grow out of this house, even though this house has been such a huge blessing to us. Um, but yeah, I mean, just financial freedom in that way is just, yeah, I mean, you can't really put a price on that. I don't care what the salary is or what the pay actually gives me, as long as I can make it so my wife doesn't have to go back to work, and so I can make it so that my daughter can live comfortably.
Yeah, man. I love that. I think we all talk about financial freedom as if it's this like all or nothing kind of thing where it's like you're either making 50K a month or you're not financially free
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it's like this is the real path to sustainable financial abundance. It's not even a career. It is a career, but it's a skill set that will go with you as you grow because 10 years from now, man, you're going to be, I mean, the God's going to take such good care of you and your family through this skill set you're developing. And it's just to have, like, especially as a dad and as a husband, to just have confidence in that like, hey, it's only going to grow from here. This is amazing. As long as I
Yeah.
show up and work hard, then it's all going to come together.
Yep. Yep. And that's something that also, like my company as well. They put that very highly. If you show up and you work hard, you're gonna succeed, and they pay the people who work hard way more than they pay the people who are just doing the bare minimum,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
shows.
that's how it should be. It's sales. It's a meritocracy. That's the beauty
Yep.
of it. Anyone, I don't care what your background is, I don't care what you did or didn't do in your life. If you jump into sales, you can do really well
Yeah.
because it's a meritocracy.
Yep.
Last question I have for you, man. For someone who's considering joining Sword, maybe like you early on, where you were a bit resistant, what would you tell them about how one-on-one coaching, working with me, working with our Sword team, helped you land your tech sales job offer?
So I was really resistant to coaching at first, with jobs specifically, and then I kind of looked back on my history as in high school as an athlete, in Christianity as a disciple of somebody else. Um, I mean, it's the way that things are meant to be. Somebody, we all need help, whether that is in your walk with faith and having somebody older than you, not necessarily older, but somebody wiser than you, um, help you and lead you in the direction that's going to be best for you. And if you can get somebody like you, Jack, who cares about you, me and Joel were having a great conversation yesterday. He's saying that his favorite part of this job is being able to see how people's lives change in front of his eyes over the course of a few months. You can find somebody who cares about you like that and is willing to disciple you. Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. I'll take that, man. I really appreciate the just your co-signing. And let's be real too. It requires a lot of hard work on your end.
Yeah,
This isn't like a, sit on your couch and make 100K. It's like, no, you're gonna get very uncomfortable. It's gonna be a grind,
very
but it's worth
uncomfortable.
it.
Yeah.
And you're here on the other side to show that and to give testimony to that, man. So, man, thank you so much just for being such a great client. It's so fun to work with you, and I know
Yeah.
this is only the beginning for you.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to go. I mean, I'm keeping in touch with you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Letting you know where
100%.
I'm going in the future. We're connected on LinkedIn.
Yeah, you're in the sword community too, and you will be forever. That's what I love about what we're building is just everyone we're serving. We want to fulfill our promise to them, which isn't just, hey, go get a job in tech sales, but it's, we're going to help you launch a career in tech,
Yep.
and to do that, you need the resources, the support to succeed in your role and not get or fired in 3 months. So
Yeah.
yeah, all that to say, we're here to help, man. So
Yeah.
congrats and thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you for your coaching and everything you've done for me and my family. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for watching that episode, y'all. If you are ready to do what Samuel did and you're tired of trying to get into tech sales on your own, right now you need to go in the description of this video and click the link to meet with my team. What we'll do is we'll jump on a call with you. We'll break down your background, try to figure out what your job search process is right now, and give you some frameworks of how you should be approaching the job search if you want to do it as quickly as Samuel did it. And we'll also break down how one-on-one coaching works. I've helped over 200 people, 99% success rate. Don't need a college degree. You don't need experience. And if you're scared because you've never invested in yourself like this, we have a 90-day guarantee where if you're doing your part in the program, then we will actually give you a full refund of your investment if you don't land a job within 90 days. So if you're sick of watching all these videos and podcasts and you just want to start a job in tech sales, hit us up. We'll see if we can help you. And all you have to do is grab the link below, find a time, and we'll start there. Thanks.